Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. I want to welcome each and every one of you for jumping onto our webinar. Good afternoon. What's going on, folks? Welcome, welcome. We have folks chiming in. There you are. Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Glad to have you all on our live presentation here. I know we just went live on our Zoom. We went live on our YouTube as well as our Facebook page. Hey, guys, we're going to give it another minute, 60 seconds. We'll be getting started. I want to welcome everybody to our Lunch and Earn presentation. We do this overview every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, guys. I want to encourage you to grab a pen and a piece of paper. I'm going to go over some information that's going to be life-changing in these. While you're at lunch, I'm going to show you how to increase your cash flow, clog some of those leaks in your cash flow, and put yourself in a position, really, where when you go back to work, you can see your exit route. For those of you who are sick and tired of your jobs, I'm going to show you how on a part-time basis, you can start building a full-time income. And that's pretty exciting, guys. One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, said, work full-time on your job, part-time on your fortune, and eventually your part-time work, your part-time business will replace your full-time job. And that's exactly what we're helping individuals do all over the country. And we want to let you get access to that information in these systems so you can do it as well. So let's jump right into it. We're not going to be together for a long period of time. I do realize that you are on your lunch break for those of you who are listening in right now as I'm presenting this. I know there's going to be individuals who are going to be chiming in and seeing this on my YouTube page and other places. I just want to welcome you. If you were invited to look at this information, reach out to the person who shared this with you, and let them know that you are present, that you are in the house, and you want to thank them in advance for at least considering you as someone they felt was sharp and open to opportunities. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for sharp people who want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. We're looking for sharp individuals who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, who realize that there's more to life, that want to leave a legacy for their children and their children's children, individuals who want to build generational wealth to set their next generation up to live an incredible and exceptional lifestyle. That's what we're talking about this afternoon, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. So I just want to encourage you to definitely make sure you're in a quiet environment. Make sure you grab a pen and a piece of paper so you can take copious notes, guys. Let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Benjamin McCray here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am an entrepreneur. I am an advocate of entrepreneurship. I truly believe everyone should have a home-based business. I truly believe that everyone, if you truly want to have control of your financial future, you must become a boss. You must become an entrepreneur. And there's many ways you could go into business for yourself. I've started conventional businesses from brick and mortar companies, built a large amount of employees, and I've had very good success in the network marketing space, which is my absolute passion. Why do I love network marketing so very much? It's because I believe anyone who has a true desire to become self-employed, become a business owner, network marketing with the right company, the right services, the right support is the best vehicle, the best way to transition into entrepreneurship. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about money today. We're going to talk about finances. And this is what I love. My passion is finance. So here's the deal. One of the things that is on the tip of everyone's tongue and at the top of everyone's head is money. Either how to make more or how to keep more of your money. And that's why I love this business, because what I'm about to share with you is a company that everyone, whether you're rich or poor, can find value in what we bring to the table, guys. See, the reality is it's a cash flow situation that most individuals is having a challenge with. Let me prove this to you. If you're making no money or you're struggling financially, you're trying to figure out how to bring more cash flow in and less cash flow out. If you're making a lot of money, you're trying to figure out, hey, how to keep more cash flow from going out. And that's what we're going to talk about, is increasing your cash flowing in, reducing the cash flowing out. Here's the reality. No matter how much money you make, if you have leaks in your financial bucket, it doesn't matter how much. See, a lot of people think, hey, I'm going to go get another job. I'm going to work 2 jobs. We all say 2 jobs is for 2 people. You have folks who say, man, I'm going to start a couple of businesses. I'm going to invest. Here's what I need you to really understand. The necessity to have a strong financial foundation. See, if you have cracks in your foundation, like bad credit, bad debt, overpaying on taxes, no matter how much money you're making, you're pouring that money into the bucket and it's flowing back out. We're going to show you with this amazing company and the experts we give you access to how to clog those leaks. And once you clog those leaks, as you're pouring money in, the money continues to flow into the overflow status, which puts you into the position to build generational wealth. Guys, cash flow is king. Credit is the crown. We'll talk about that. But everyone is making money either 4 ways, whether you're an employee in the E quadrant, where you have a job, you're trading time for money, you have no leverage, hi ho, off to work I go. You remember that song? They was teaching and conditioning us that when we were children. You're on that treadmill. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have no time freedom. You have no security. And that's just a reality. Most individuals is in that space right now. There's nothing wrong with having a job. We're about to show you a business model where you can have a job full-time and work a business part-time and replace your full-time income with part-time efforts. That's the beauty of what I'm about to share with you. Whereas you could go into the S quadrant where you're self-employed. Most people become self-employed and say, man, I could do hair, become a hairstylist. I could cut grass, become a landscaper. I can detail vehicles. They become a detail car establishment. I have a gentleman who's doing that, doing very well in that. But here's the thing. When you're self-employed, you're the boss. You're working from sun up to sundown. Your skill set is being a barber, but now as a self-employed, you must become the accountant. You must become the marketer. You must become the person who hires and fires and do taxes, all those things. So you're overwhelmed and you're still stressed out. And in most cases, as a self-employed business owner, your income is only based on how far you can go. You can only cut but so many heads. You can only wash but so many cars, and that's where you must evolve into a business owner. Now, some people stay as a self-employed. 95% of the population is in the E quadrant and the S quadrant, which is the left side of the quadrant, and only 5% of those individuals own wealth. You want to get on the right side of the quadrant. You want to get on the right side of money and become a business owner, guys. See, as a business owner, you don't rely solely on yourself, but you rely on systems and building a team. That's the beauty of a business owner. As a business owner, you have the ability to scale it as large as you want to and build incredible cash flow so that you can now eventually take that cash flow and put it into the I quadrant where now you put your money to work for you. Guys, and when you become an investor, money never calls out. Money never gets sick. Money never complains. Money does what you tell it to do. And here's the reality. On the right side of the quadrant, only 5% of the population is over there, but they control 95% of the wealth. So you know that you want to get on the right side of the money, and we're going to talk about that today, guys. Now, one of the things that we're going to really talk about, and we're very excited about this, guys, is as you move into the I quadrant and become an investor, there's many ways you can invest, but one guaranteed way to build generational wealth and create the most millionaires is real estate. And guys, we have introduced a new real estate component to this business model that is absolutely going to be game changing. We're showing people how to buy houses, closing that generational gap, and invest in houses, which is so very exciting. But before we talk about money, guys, here's the deal. We got to make sure we're focusing on a mental shift, which is understanding that being a part of a company that is helping you move through those quadrants from an employee to self-employed to entrepreneur to business owner to investor. Most people can't make those transitions because from an employee to become a business owner, you got to quit your job. We're going to introduce you to a business called MWR Financial, as I stated earlier, where you can, on a part-time basis, go from the E quadrant to the S quadrant, moving into the B to the I, getting on the right side of money. Guys, MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. Guys, we're talking about true wealth without hype. There's no hype in this. We're talking about money. And here's the cool part, guys. Before we talk about money, we must shift our thought process. Because would you all agree, we weren't taught, our parents weren't taught Wealth 101. See, our grandparents and our parents were taught, go to school, get a good education, get into debt so you can get a good job, stay at that job for the rest of your life, and retire with a pension. How many of us heard that story? Guys, the reality is that story is broken. That was the American dream. Go to school, get a good education, get a good job. Guys, pensions no longer exist. They they took pensions out in most companies and slid in something called a 401k, where now you're totally in charge of your retirement. But what they didn't tell you about is a third of your income is going towards taxes. Taxes is your number one expense. And because of that, you're making $70,000 a year, but you're only really earning $40,000 because you're being taxed, but yet your lifestyle is $70,000. So now you're running up credit cards to offset that difference. Now you're paying a third of your income towards paying off debt and credit, and then another third to sustain your lifestyle. You're just getting by, and they want you to take money to put into investments to secure your retirement. This is why folks are hurting right now. This is why Forbes magazine came out with an article saying we live in the greatest retirement crisis in American history, and it's happening right now. Think about this, guys. MarketWatch said most Americans are one paycheck from being homeless. We're witnessing that today. If it wasn't for the government doing moratoriums, people would be evicted and kicked out of their house because we were forced not to work. For those who aren't privileged to work from home, for the last few weeks, last few months, they had no employment. Guys, NASDAQ said most Americans, more than half, are going to retire broke. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the good news. The good news is we're not here just to talk about the doom and gloom, but what I really want you to do is put on your business hat. See, as an entrepreneur is simply problem solving. Entrepreneur is finding a problem, finding a need, filling that need, and monetizing it. My mentor said, Benjamin, if you want to get rich, find a need in the marketplace, make that available to the masses, and wealth is yours. Well, the great news is we have a solution. Our mission as a company with MWR Financial is to provide you the same strategies and experts used by the wealthy to offset this broken tax, credit, banking, and educational system. See, I need you to understand everyone's not struggling. The rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. Why? Because they have access to the experts. See, the reality is this, guys, the system is broken. It's not designed to make you wealthy for the masses. That's why 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 70% are overpaying on taxes. 80% are challenged with credit, and 90% are buried in debt, working at a job they can't stand because they got to pay those bills. Guys, the good news is we have a solution. It stops today. See, what my job is simply give you the details of systems that the wealthy has been utilizing, and you have the ability to take advantage of it. You no longer have to be part of that 70% who turns 65 and only have access to $5,000 in their savings. Guys, this is amazing because we have the solution and we're bringing it to the marketplace starting with an instant pay raise. Guys, we have over 150 million W-2 employees right now overpaying on their taxes. We're going to get that money back and give you an instant pay raise as early as your next check. Stop overpaying on your taxes, letting the government use that money all year long, interest-free. They don't even care. We're going to show you how to become a home-based business owner. And there's a difference becoming a business owner and a home-based business owner. As a home-based business owner, you have access to different tax deductions. See, Uncle Sam is taking your money, and every year we've been conditioned to file our taxes and get a tax refund. What is a refund? That means you overpaid. It says clearly on line 75, this is the amount you overpaid. Let me ask you a question. You went to lunch, you grabbed a Happy Meal or whatever, a 2 for 2, and it cost you $10, and you gave them $15 or $20. How fast do you want that $10 change back? How fast do you want your money back? You don't wait all year to get your change. But that's what we're doing. We're giving too much money on our income, whereas they're paying you our checks. You have your gross income. Before you even touch your paycheck, everybody took money out of your paycheck. We're going to stop that, guys, whereas our experts, write down the word experts, you're going to have access to experts where they're going to adjust your W-4 and put that money back into your paycheck. See, the experts are going to look at your last few tax refunds, okay, and they're going to realize and make the adjustment on your W-4. Have a very good business partner, Miss Allen. She went through this process, and the experts say you've been overpaying over $500 a month in taxes. And of course, you know she's very excited about getting that money back onto her weekly pay, whatever the cycle of pay is. But this is what I need you to understand, guys. You want to get all of your money and you disperse your money out accordingly. See, once you become a self-employed, home-based business owner, you're going to be able to leverage IRS Tax Code 535, whereas if you have the intent to generate a profit, you're actively participating in your business, similar to getting on these Zooms, keeping proper records, and only claiming expenses that's ordinary and necessary, you're going to be able to write off over 180 plus tax deductions, actually over 400 potential deductions. The experts are going to show you how to turn your personal expenses and turn them into business expenses. Now you have all your money, and now with your money, your salary is $70,000. You get most of your money now, and then with that money, you're writing off your mileage as a tax deduction, your cell phone as a tax deduction, the internet. When you go to lunch, those are now business luncheons. You're writing it off. When you go on vacation, it's now business trips. You can hire your children and pay them up to $12,500 up to the age of 17. Now they're cleaning the home office. They're labeling your flyers and things of that nature. Now you can pay them a salary. They don't have to file, but you can write it off as a tax write-off. So with all that money, after you do all these expenses, now you're only taxed on $20,000 instead of $70,000. Do you see how the rich continue to get richer? Because they have access to experts to help them to properly do this? That's exactly what we do. We don't just talk about it. We're going to send you a calculator. You can literally put your numbers in and see how much you may qualify for. But on a national average, we give instant pay raises of anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. I really want you to think about this, guys. What can you do with an extra $600 a month? Spend that money right now. Would you pay off some bills? Would you go on vacations? Would you buy a new home, put yourself in a new zip code, put your children through private schools? An extra $600 a month changes things. But that's just the beginning. Guys, this is the tip of the iceberg. Our membership, which is called Financial Edge, is the most comprehensive financial service out here in the market. We're going to give you a personal team of financial experts at your disposal. If you have questions about anything financial, they're there to help you make sound decisions. Guys, we have 4 pillars to our membership. The first one is Money Max. Understand this: unlimited financial advice on demand. See, rich people become rich because they have experts, people smarter than them in the financial space that advises them accordingly. You now will have access to those same type of experts, CPAs, CFPs, ENAs. These individuals are paid $200-300 an hour. Now you're going to have them for $3 a day. Guys, they're going to look at your last 3-year tax refund, see if you left money on the table and put that money back into your pockets. Not only that, Credit Max. Guys, credit is everything. If you're moving in life as an adult, credit indicates how things go. Either if you have good credit, now you're paying lower interest rates, lower down payments, lower insurance premiums, you're getting approved, you get champagne when you go buy a new vehicle, they give you VIP treatment when you have good credit. But when your credit is not so good, oh wow, you're sitting there all day, they're shopping your credit around, seeing who is going to take on your debt, and you're getting denied, you're paying higher interest rates, higher down payments. Some employees won't even hire you. And the reality is this: bad things happen to good people. Your credit doesn't mean you're a bad person. That's why you want our experts who does all the work. You pull your credit reports for all 3 bureaus, and these are folks who've been in this space for 30 years. They're experts, and they're going to go to work to improve your credit, average 50 to 150 points plus. They go to work. They're going to help rebuild your credit, restore your credit. All that is part of this membership. By just improving your credit by 29 points, you're lowering your interest rate on your auto, your credit, and your mortgages. Guys, this is amazing. That's money back in your pocket, which is what I love. We have individuals on our Facebook page. We have testimonials. Whoever shared this with you, tell them to add you to the Facebook testimonials. You'll see hundreds of people, thousands of people getting results from this membership. But I love watching people come in and say, when I started, I had a 530 credit score. Now my credit score is 700, 800. We celebrate 800, not 600 credit scores, guys, which is absolutely phenomenal. Guys, we're going to also help you get rid of debt. Debt is slavery. Write this down if you haven't written anything down yet. Debt is the middleman between you and becoming wealthy. As long as you have debt, you're working to pay debt instead of working to put your money to work. Okay, so with Equity Max, you're going to put your mortgage, your car notes, your student loans, your medical bills, all your expenses, all of your debt into a system, and they're going to strategically let you know every single month what to pay and how to pay, whereas we're going to reduce your debt into half or third the time frame. I know we have some people who are calling in right now. I want you to understand and imagine 2 individuals. Individual A uses the regular credit plan where they stretch you out for 20, 30 years, and individual B who utilizes Equity Max where we're going to reduce it into half or third the time. Guys, the debt is $209,000 for each individual. $2,985 is their monthly expense. Individual A stretches out for 29 years, paying over $233,000 in interest. Whereas individual B with Equity Max, 7 years, only $73,000, saving them over $159,000, almost $160,000 in interest. I need you to really think about this, guys. What can you do with $159,000? I mean, you could buy a couple of cash flowing investment properties. You can use that money to build wealth, just like those middlemen are doing with your money. But most importantly, that cash flow of $2,985 is back into your bottom line. See, guys, this membership increases your cash flow. Cash flow is king. We put more money in your pocket when we improved your taxes. your tax standing. We reduced it. We improved your credit by putting a few more dollars in your pocket, and by eliminating your debt, we put more money in your pocket. But here's the question. Most people, let's say their salary is $3,000, but their overhead is $2,985, where they got $5 to spend on their luxury. That's a normal. Or their salary is $3,000, but their overhead is $3,500, where they're upside down. But imagine a life being debt free. I really want you to think about that. You owe nothing but utilities. So all the money you make, what do you do with it? See, most individuals have no clue because we weren't taught Wealth 101. If they had a class, Wealth 101, guess who would have taken that class? I would have. But here's the thing. You don't have to guess. You don't have to go back into that repetitive cycle of debt and bad taxes and bad credit. We're going to introduce you to our Wealth Max team, which is the fourth component of our membership, where you have true wealth experts who are going to put together a personalized game plan to help you to become wealthy. We're going to introduce you to our self-banking private reserve system, which is the best way to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free without any risk of loss. Most people are putting their money into risky environments like 401ks and IRAs connected to the stock market that dips. Some people are throwing their money into cryptocurrencies, things of that nature. Nothing wrong with that. But you must put the foundation in place first and have safe havens before you get out there and get crazy or take more risk, should I say. We're also going to put you on to land banking, where you could buy land 20-40% below market value on the path of growth, like the big box stores. Have you seen those Walmarts setting up shop and there's nothing around them? You're like, why are they way out here in the boondocks? It's because they have professionals who study the path of where the population is going. And they see 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years before people start building houses around them, they're already set up shop and buy that land dirt cheap. That's exactly what we're going to have you be able to do. We have experts who's finding land all throughout North America. We have a land that we're focusing on right now. You have the ability to buy that land. We have partners who purchase land, and it has increased already over 300%. Is that good or what? And then the next component that's going to be rolling out next week is our investment of real estate. Guys, we're about to set it up where you can buy a house. No matter where you are right now, our experts are going to improve your credit, improve your finances, and show you how to become a homeowner, which closes, the wealth gap. And also, individuals can invest in real estate and get 20% return, where they go and find the houses, flip the houses, find the buyers, sell it, and you get a percentage. You don't have to even go out there and throw one nail in the wall or do any type of transactions. You put your money towards it, and the investors, the team, the experts do all the work. Guys, this is amazing, guys. Jumping into real estate in a small scale remains a tried and true means of building individuals' cash flow and wealth. That's from Robert Kiyosaki. You now have access to that. Ladies and gentlemen, how much does it cost to get involved with this membership? The investment is $79.97 a month. That includes you and your spouse. There's no contracts. There's no setup fees. We're talking about $3 a day. You're having that right now. You just bought coffee and a donut. Understand what I'm saying, guys? And this is a comprehensive service where we do Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. You don't have to choose just to do credit or just to do debt elimination. It's everything for $79.97 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, this membership is an absolute no-brainer. Most individuals, no matter where they are, can see value in having this service. If you are a guest, I encourage you to definitely get back with the person so you can get the membership. Now, here's the deal. If you want to make some serious money and move it faster, you want to stick around for the next 10 minutes and hear me talk about the opportunity to share this service with the masses. See, by just sharing this membership and giving the people you know access to the experts as well, you can make some incredible income. We show folks how to get guaranteed income, immediate leverage, residual, and passive income. Guys, we get paid weekly, daily, and monthly. We have 10 ways we get paid with this amazing opportunity. Because it's a short lunch presentation, I'm not going to go over all 10 ways. Let me show you how this works. When you share this membership, you get a 50% commission. 50%. So you get $40 on your first 3 members. After you sell 3 memberships, your membership is now free. And on your 4th membership beyond, you get $40, $40, $40, $40. And every month they maintain their membership, you get a $10 residual income. You are building a residual book of business. And your customers can get their membership for free by simply referring their 3 customers. And because they're not in a business, you're going to get $40 for every customer that your customer refers. Unlimited. Not only that, guys, you can build a team. You could become a business owner getting on the right side of the quadrant by building a team, leveraging the systems and building a team. You find 3 individuals who are sharp like yourself, who's open to opportunities and want to be a part of a movement. Share this information. They sign up. The company gives you a momentum bonus of $150 for those first 3 individuals. You invite them on to tonight's webinar at 8:30 with our gentleman, our partner, Mr. Parker. And those 3 individuals find 3 individuals who come on board. You get an additional $450. And then you invite those folks, invite their folks onto this weekend's events that's going on. They find their 3 individuals. Now you have an additional $900 that you've earned. Now you've made a total of $1,500 by simply finding 3 partners and helping them find their 3 partners who want to be a part of this movement. Guys, not only that, when you bring on new partners, you have an expansion bonus. Everyone gets paid $50, and as you move up in the ranks, they add more money all the way up to $125. And then as your team brings on new partners, up to $75 down through infinity. This compensation plan is absolutely amazing. And as your team sells members, you're going to get a residual on their memberships down through unlimited depth through infinity. Guys, that's major. We also have a 25% check match. Every person you personally bring on board, you get a 25% check match on the dollars they make. So let's give you a quick example. I love to use this on a lunch break. You go back to lunch and your boss says, hey, man, we really appreciate the work you do. I wish we could find more people just like you. Who do you know who wants a job? You refer people to your job. And if they hire them, they'll give you 25% of every check that they earn. How many people would you invite to that job? Absolutely everybody. But here's the deal. It doesn't exist. But over here, it does. You share this opportunity with folks, and we help them get into profit mode. You get a 25% check match. We're going to pay for your vehicle. We got a luxury vehicle club where you earn anywhere from $500 to $3,000. And you don't have to have a new vehicle. They're going to blast that money into your bank account, and you can utilize it for whatever you choose to. We have a guaranteed income, guys, whereas it's all based on points. Each recruit comes on board is the equivalent of 3 points. The membership is 2 points. The website is 1 point. Help those individuals get their 3 points. You have 3 individuals come on board plus 1 outside membership. You now qualify for a guaranteed income. This is our number 1 position, 3 and 1. We want to give folks the guaranteed income immediately. You're making $5 a day, $150 a month. That's not a lot of money, but it pays for your membership. But I really want you to understand the power of residual income. See, $150 residually coming into your household is like saving $40,000 in the bank, earning 5% interest every month. What is easy, to find 3 partners or save up $40,000? I'm sure you would agree, finding 3 like-minded partners who want to be a part of this opportunity. So here's the deal. We duplicate the process. You help those 3 individuals you brought on board identify their 3. Now you have 12 people on your team. 12 people, you're making $20 a day, $600 a month. That's the next phase that we get people to in the 600 Club. We want to help as many people as possible get to adding $7,200 to their bottom line on an annual basis. And as you help people get into the 600 club, your team starts to multiply. Next thing you know, you're making 900, you're making 3,000, 9,000, and eventually you're at $30,000 a month guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, how much would you need to make to fire your boss? Is it 3,000, 6,000, 15, 30? There's people right now making a strong six-figure income, and they're doing it on a part-time basis. If you love what you do, you don't have to quit. We have a presidential bonus, same points. As they accumulate 250 points, $500 additional income, all the way up to $100,000 every single month you're qualified. You help your team get into the presidential club, you get a 50% match. So you help them get to 500, you're making 250. Help them get to 100,000, you're making 50,000. It's crazy, guys. I love this thing. All right, let me show you how to make a six-figure income and how folks are making six figures part-time. This is for the go-getters. You identify 12 partners that you bring on board yourself. And it doesn't have to be this way, but if you're a go-getter, you're ready to get after it, 12 partners takes yourself to $20 a day, $600 a month. And then you just simply duplicate, helping those 12 find 5, 5 find 3. Bottom line is build a team of 600. Project 600. 584 people on your team will bring you $200 a day, $6,000 a month. This is where you fire your boss. You might go to lunch and come back late when you're making extra $6,000. You call your boss, say, hey, I don't think I'm coming back. I'm taking the rest of the day off. And then also the presidential club, $2,500. Now you're making $8,500 in your part-time business, full-time business, whichever way you roll with it. That's $102,000 a year. But you're also qualified for the third tier of $3,000 in a car bonus. That's $11,500 a month coming in guaranteed, $138,000 a year. Guys, what if it took you a year, 5 years, 10 years to do this? Guys, we have folks who's making this happen on a part-time basis. How do you get started? It's a one-time investment of $99 plus the $40 for the monthly website to market and build your business. You have access to the compensation that is very aggressive. The membership is $79.97 that covers you and your spouse. So the out-of-pocket today investment is $228.97. And I'm going through this trying to go real fast because I realize there's a lunch break. $230 to build your finance company nationwide. Is that amazing or what? No territorial restrictions, no hiring of employees stealing your inventory, no licensing fees, no becoming licensed. You don't have to be the expert. You don't have to learn how to become a financial professional. You don't have to learn how to fix credit. All you do is build a business and point people towards the experts. Your monthly overhead is $119.97, which is your membership and the website. Once you get 3 customers, the membership is waived, so it's $40 to build a 6-7-figure income. It's everything you need to succeed to the point where we're going to give you a guaranteed success. We're putting our money where our mouth is. If you follow our plan of action and strategies and our experts are not able to save or make you money in your first 30 days, guys, MWR Financial is going to give you a full refund. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got to plug in. There is no risk. The risk is simply seeing this and not taking advantage of it. So usually there's 3 individuals, and this is decision-making time. And I want to let you know either decision is okay. Our business is to share the information and collect decisions. We don't lose relationships over this opportunity. So if you're a 3 where you say, hey, I'm good, my money's good, my finances is on point, I'm not open to any other opportunities right now, I say congratulations to your success. And if you know others who you want to help get to where you are, refer them to the person who shared this with you. Send them a 3 saying, I'm not interested at the time. The second person says, hey, I need that membership. I want to get my finances in order, and I'm tired of trying to figure it out on YouTube. I want to just simply leverage the experts. Send a 2. We could get you signed up with the membership. It's just $79.97. There is no setup fees or anything. It's a month to month. If they don't do the job, you can cancel them, but I promise you, they get the job done. Setting a number 2. But a number 1 is like, man, I've been praying for an opportunity I can believe in. I've been praying for a way to fix my finances, but along with helping others fix theirs and shrink the wealth gap, I'm in. And if that's you, I say congratulations for making the decision to join the team. Send a 1. Let's get you signed up and have you invite your guest on tonight's webinar at 8:30. That's going to be conducted by our millionaire ring earner, Mr. Gerald Parker, who's going to share the vision like I did, and your folks will see it and get you into profit mode. So at this time, I thank you for spending lunch with us. Get back with whoever shared this information with you guys. We thank you for your time, and I want to welcome you to the MWR Financial family. God bless everyone. Take charge, and let's go out here and make a difference.